Hi, I'm Nick Compass, Director of Instruction at Santa Ana Country Club. The most important thing for us to hit a golf ball straight is to be able to get that face squared impact. I had a student ask me the other day, hey, should it just happen? Well, I think you've got to have educated hands, and you've got to train your hands a little bit to be able to hit these shots and to be able to square it up. So you do need to work on it. It's just not going to happen on its own. And what I find a lot of times people get working on their path is they do a good job of coming from the inside, but then as they get here, they're not really sure what to do, and they end up getting some shots off to the right. And when they get that, they're thinking, man, I must be coming over the top still because it's still slicing. It's not slicing, it's pushing off to the right because the face is open. So again, I do want to come from the inside, but I've got to start to feel, as I'm maybe about halfway down and maybe even a little sooner if you're still missing the ball to the right, I've got to get this left hand, the back of this left hand, to start to turn down. And if you notice how this club face is starting to look down to the ground and towards that ball, and that's how that's going to square up and then go on through, okay? I did a post on this a little bit ago. There was a face-on view of Jon Rahm, and you could see his hands, that rotation that he would get with his hands. So again, as you get coming through, this face is gonna turn down, and it's gonna continue to rotate and be right here. And so you can see how this left hand here is flat, but I can see my fingernails, my knuckles are kind of turned down, and you see the club face kind of at a 45-degree angle there. That's where it should go. So what you probably need to do if you're pushing the ball or slicing the golf ball, and we need to square this face up, making some little swings and being able to do that. Some slow rehearsals and getting that to this finish position right here, okay? So again, if we look at it this way, I'm here. I've got to feel the back of this left hand, that's similar to the club face, start to turn down, squares up, and then rotates on through, okay? So again, it's not going to happen naturally. You've got to work at it. You've got to get educated hands. If you took any pro and you asked them to hit a shot right or to the left, they've got enough educated hands and enough feel in there and feel with the club face that they can make it go in whatever direction they want. If you want to improve your ball striking and being able to control that flight in the direction, you need to do that. So again, it's not going to happen on its own. Work on that, getting that hand to turn down to square that face up and get that release.